Lawless. Uh, Welcome back to the show. Today we are talking about something big, something that stops, most people from living the life they actually want. Fear, self-doubt, the little voice in your head saying you can't do this. And to help us fight back, we're diving into Taming Tigers by Jim Lawless, a book that isn't just about like motivation, but about like a real strategies that force you to break free from like ex- excuses and take control of your life. Jim Lawless doesn't just talk about big ideas; he lives them. This guy went from being a corporate consultant to professional jockey in just a 1 year, despite never having ridden a horse before. And then, just to prove his system worked, he trained to become a diver, diving deep into the ocean with no oxygen tank. So, in other words, this isn't theory, it's a battle tested. And today I will walk you through these 10 powerful rules from the book that will help you tame your own tigers, the fears, doubts, and excuses that keep you from doing what you truly want. So grab your headphones, get comfortable, and get let's break some limits. Rule number one: act boldly before you feel ready. So, you ever sit around waiting for the perfect moment, the moment when you finally feel ready to start a new project, make a big decision, or take a risk? Yeah, that moment never comes. Jim says we've been trained to believe we should wait until we feel confident before taking action, but that's a lie. Confidence comes from action, not the other way around. So when Jim decided to become a professional jockey, he wasn't ready, he wasn't even close, but he acted anyway. He put himself in uncomfortable situations, learned fast, and build confidence through doing. If you wait until you like air quotes feel ready, you'll be waiting forever. The trick is to jump in before your brain talks you out of it and let confidence catch up. So, in other words, it's about, fake it till you make it. How to apply this today? Say yes to an opportunity that scares you, even if you don't feel ready. Start a project you've been putting off and figure out as you go. Speak up in a meeting, pitch an idea, or take a risk before self doubt creeps in. Rule number two: rewrite your story. Most of us trapped by the stories we tell ourselves. Like, for example, I'm not good at public speaking, I'm too old to change careers, I've never been athletic, so I can't get fit. Jim calls these tigers big, scary illusions that keeps us in a mental cage. But here's the truth: you wrote that story, which means you can rewrite it. In other words, your ideas, it's not like, you know, part of your body. You can change it. Jim went from desk worker to jockey not because he was naturally talented, but because he changed his story. He stopped saying, I can't, and started saying, I'm becoming. How to apply this today? Pay attention to negative stories you tell yourself. Write them. Instead of I'm bad with money, say I'm learning to manage my money wisely. In other words, you have to reframe the way how you're thinking about the problem, and instead of focusing to the problem, you have to shift your focus to the solution. Or like instead of I can't speak another language, say I'm becoming fluent in Spanish. In other words, focus to the progress, even if it's small. Rule number 3, take responsibility. No one's coming to save you. We love excuses, it's easy to say I don't have time, I wasn't given the same chances, or I will start when life is less busy. But waiting for the perfect conditions is just another form of procrastination. Jim's approach: own everything. No blaming, no waiting. And if you want something, like, take responsibility and make it happen. How to apply this today? Stop blaming external factors. If something isn't working, change your approach. Drop the victim mindset. No one is coming to save you. You have to be your own hero. Ask yourself, what action can I take today to move forward, and then do it. In other words, like fundamental principle, just start to respect yourself, that you deserve better. Rule number 4, commit with no escape routes. Most people fail because they leave themselves an exit. Like they say, I will try, but deep down they know they will back out if it gets too hard. So Jim calls this keeping a back door open. So what's the problem? It lets fear win. If you give yourself an easy way out, you will take it. So when Jim trained to become a jockey, he burned the boats, he made public commitments, trained every day, and eliminated escape routes. So in other words, there was no fucking plan B. Just in other words, you gotta fully sacrifice yourself to the goal, and without thinking of some, plan B, C, D, etc. How to apply this today? So, makes sense. You have to, make your commitment public. Tell people what you're doing to increase accountability. Remove easy outs. Quit saying like I will try, and start saying I will. And cut off distractions, like alternative that let you back out, like another, like fucking social media, another fucking distractions, people who do not help you to make a progress. Rule number 5 is about stepping into the arena. A lot of people love to talk about their big dreams, but talking isn't doing. If you want something, you have to step into the game before you feel ready, before you have all the answers. Jim says the only way to learn is to start. You can't read your way into being fearless. You can't think your way into confidence. You have to step into the arena and take some hits. In other words, you have to be ready to make mistakes, and that's okay. you're never gonna be, in other words, especially if you're doing something new, you're gonna make mistakes anyway. So it's better to start as early as you can, and to make mistakes as fast as you can, because it's not just about problem solving, but also about the speed, how also you recover from your mistakes. So, how to apply this today? Take a one bold action toward your goal, like no matter how small. Stop overthinking. You don't need perfect fucking knowledge to begin. Embrace mistakes as a part of like a learning process. Rule number 6: play your own game. Society, teaches us to follow the rules, play safe, and fit in. But who made those rules, and why are you following them? So Jim realized that most of us live by like these invisible rules that someone else created. Rules about what's air quotes realistic, what's safe, and what's acceptable. But if you want to do something extraordinary, you have to stop playing like by other people's rules, and start creating your own. And in order to do that, you have to learn yourself what you really want, and also you have to actually know the rules, because once you understand the rules, you're gonna understand how to bypass them, how to apply this today. Question the rules, air quotes, you're following. Are they really necessary? Make decisions based on what excites and challenges, like not what's expected. Be willing to break patterns and take different paths. So, in other words, you have to distinguish. Are you sure that it's your own rules, and like not someone else brainwashed you to follow these rules? So, final thoughts about this book. Jim Lawless didn't just, write a book. He lived it. He took on a crazy challenges to prove that we can do things we never thought possible if we stop letting, fear dictate our lives. If you want to tame your tigers, start today. Stop waiting, like, stop making excuses, and start acting like the person you want to become. So, what's the tiger you need to tame? Now, go out there and break some limits. And thank you for listening. I hope it was interesting to listen. Thumbs up, subscribe,